So go over some of these old titles, John. I want to know about them.
Oh, are we going to do this in the episode or what?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Should we just what episode are we in right now? What I mean, are we going to change it back to the original?
Sure, we should just podcast. Sure.
What?
Brian says go back to numbering. It makes us look really important.
Go back to what?
Original numbering.
No.
Okay, then that would have been, I believe, 309.
Yeah.
We were to go. It was like 308 was Cabin in the Woods, and I don't know if that was like what if we did one after that. So
Is that volume
We
3?
did. We do a bunch. We did stuff like on
Skype.
and they were awful. They were really bad.
Yeah.
Like they didn't turn out well at all.
I think that might. Well, one of them is the Fast and the Bi-Curious, which I think was and then we had Ron Trapman. Those are both Skype episodes, I think. I don't even know.
Yearly installment, right? That's a yearly episode.
One of them is just called Timestamp 5740.
Oh right.
I don't even want to know.
I forgot about that. I think it's something like skip to that is what it meant. It was like the rest of it was crap. What? What am I saying?
Dave was carefully rubbing it out in the corner.
That's all facts. That's factual.
Oh my God. All right, let's fucking.
Wait,
Dave.
what episode is this right now?
Fuck, that's what I was looking at when I got distracted.
344.
Are we? Wait, what are we?
No, I mean in the new numbering. In the.
Oh, okay, 17.
Okay, all right. So if I said, should we call this episode 8675?
317. I don't know.
All right. Welcome to the Geek Savants, episode 17. I'm Dave DeWatch.
I'm super ugly. We need to discuss those jokes before we do them, Dave. Okay, sorry.
Brian Roberts.
Ron Zorb.
Welcome to the show. There's like phantom children running around. Is someone's house haunted?
Right.
Or
I need to show you guys my shirt.
oh yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, nice.
That's a good one.
So we've been going down the trip of memory lane where we've been talking about the old show, the Ranch show. And I played that fucking trailer for the boat orgy movie.
Oh my God.
It's unbelievable. It is so good. It's so
Kelly really got into that.
Kelly really liked that doggy prick. Crazy.
Oh God.
Oh my God. It's so good.
We had the craziest couple of days trying to figure out some fucking shit. Like yesterday was one of the funniest days I've ever had in my life.
Man.
Listening to a bunch of middle 40-year-old, mid-age 45-year-old men going, "What's the password?"
Yeah, what is the password?
Old. Yeah, no, we could not figure out our password to save our life, dude. It was so hilarious watching us try and figure that out. Ron, I sent you a code. Quick, give me the code.
I was going back to emails from 2010.
Yes, they were incredible.
And I found some.
They were incredible.
That's what happens
Incredible.
when the Geek Savants try to hack things. That's about as inept we are as
one of the reasons we decided to go back in time is because we had, of course, as we're proving, we stopped
You already ran out of ideas?
We stopped doing the podcast, okay, as you could tell by the fact we're on episode 17 of our not doing the podcast. And so we stopped doing the podcast because some of us, as we've explained before, have lives and careers that they would like to go further and not be canceled immediately. So we had to get rid of our old podcast, which is fine. We loved it. It existed. But we then realized, Brian brought forth to us, that there are videos of our podcast hanging out on the internet.
Yeah.
And those, let's just say that in the first video out of 3, Dave uses the F word referring to homosexuals, which was awful. Dave. And then I backed you up, which was, you wrote me into that one. And then
your fault.
Actually, I was saying things just to rope you into things at that point.
I know, it's too easy. The third video literally starts with us having a discussion about whether my parents were swingers or not, and what the percentage was, as if they were.
So
this was a conversation about toys that we were into at the moment.
Yes.
That was it went from talking about the toys we were into to would my parents be swingers back in the 80s?
I mean, your parents were definitely swingers.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Oh, 100%.
I'm still like the verdict is out on whether or not your dad is actually your dad. That's how much.
Where'd the red hair come from?
Oh my
So
God.
yeah, so we started going back in time trying to figure out, if we should be doing this, why we're doing this, like, what are we doing this for? So, I don't know if we figured anything out, but
I think we did figure some stuff out, but I think that like we do need to keep the YouTube episodes shorter just because like if you're on your phone and you're watching or whatever and you switch apps or whatever, it just stops playing it, right? It's not like everyone's a baller like Grant and it has
Unless you have YouTube Premium.
that's
then
what
it
I'm
does not.
yeah, but stop trying to sell me on that because I'm never gonna fucking buy it. It's not gonna happen.
No commercials.
But yeah, so I think that eventually we'll probably go back to having a podcast and then doing like video segments. I think, but I like this. I like the idea.
I think it's better to just do this and then extract the audio.
Yeah.
think?
That was my thought, Brian.
And then you cut down the video and then you put up little video clip. A lot of people do that. And
Okay.
it works. I think it works very well because you just put the segment, the 10-minute, 15-minute, or as we like to do, 45-minute segment.
45 minutes.
And you break out that from the 3-hour podcast, you break out the 45-minute segment into the video. No, you break it out. It's like 10 minutes.
I really wish my love life had the stamina of this show. We just go on and on and on. It's fucking terrible.
Mhm.
Like, seriously. But I
let's
think
not talk about stamina in bed, by the way. Blah.
let's refer to your parents. Let's only talk about sex and your parents, John.
Much better, much easier for me to grasp than my own sex life. Yes, so
With you back rub and balls and mouth.
Brian
True.
Robot is back.
Brian Robots is back. Grant, here's something I don't have in front of me right now. I have other things in front of me, but do you have the soundboard and what's on the Brian Robot soundboard? This was a soundboard we made when Brian had to go give birth to his child. Literally, he gave
that was
birth to
me.
it.
I did it. Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Is Grant gone? Grant, are you still there?
Yeah.
He's-
Oh,
Oh, here we go again with Grant.
No, he's
yeah.
not.
No,
I can't hear him.
Audio is gone, Grant.
your audio's gone. Grant.
You guys I can hear you fine.
Oh,
There we go. You're back.
He's back.
Oh, can you hear us fine?
So,
Oh,
what's been
man.
going on in your guys' lives? Ron,
Oh, who gives a shit about that?
Yeah.
Anyway, I was looking through an old Google Doc, and there was a Toy Boys episode that came up. You
Yes.
remember Toy Boys?
Yes.
So I found an outline of it, and what was so funny is I feel like either Grant did the outline or Brian did it, but so there were like pictures in it, and it was like a really nice outline.
I think I might have done it. I think
it has
Toy
like our,
Boys was my fantasy.
and yes, we had our names on it, and we were going to list off what our favorite toys were or whatever. And right next to Grant's name, it just said "fuck Grant."
Was that me? Maybe.
that was in the time when Grant would like make all these elaborate plans and reschedule the entire show around Grant's schedule, and then the motherfucker would show up.
I remember those days.
Yeah. I'm trying to forget those fucking days.
God,
Yeah.
Jesus.
oh,
I
what a
still
time
have
to be
I still
alive.
have all the image stuff for that too. For Toy Boys.
Grant is dead inside.
Grant is what? What did Brian Robot say?
Grant is dead inside.
True. Very true. Very true. The doctors took that part out of you, though, is what's good.
Yeah.
They removed that. Let me just, I just want to go over real quickly just some episode titles, and you guys just you don't need to tell me what we were talking about, but just give me any quick thoughts that come to mind. Welcome to Boner City. It's a good one, right? The Pizza Boys.
Oh, Pizza Boys was a good one.
Yeah,
that was
Ron-
a good episode.
Ronnervention. A fishbowl full of keys.
That must have been about your parents, though.
Jeez, how about let's see, a dunk tank full of crap.
That must have been about Grant.
This one's
Yeah, it was. It was Grant sitting on the thing, and everyone's just throwing the balls, and Grant eventually is going to fall back. Don't take a shit.
getting eaten by the giant.
That's a Ron one.
That's
for
Ron's
sure.
sex. Isn't that Ron's sex dream right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Zentradi women.
This one, like, is the definition of LOL to me. Futons.
Do you remember the artwork for that?
I don't.
I used to spend hours
You did.
photoshopping shit together, and it's literally fucking Joey Fatone selling futons.
Yeah.
The blue balls Bayou.
Oh, that was great. That was great.
Meet Wubby Wildiasis.
That was one of your classmates, or you found him in the phone
No,
book?
that's a name that Grant and I found in the phone book, and we would
We
just
prank called them.
Old Wildiasis Wubby.
Yep.
Skinny with a touch of average had to be one of my favorites titles, Dave.
Oh my gosh.
This guy, Dave. Sometimes Dave has a, he gets it. This is all his fucking magic rolled into one when he comes up with these dumb titles. Meet Lubricious.
Yeah.
A
That's
constant,
classic.
a constant brown eye on you. Preaching havoc to all the Chinas everywhere.
What was that
I
about?
think that was a voicemail that we got.
Yeah.
The Google Translate.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the Google Trans. That was like the gift that kept giving. Oh my god.
Those are some of my favorites.
Oh,
Drinking makes me dribble.
That's a classic.
The anti-boner equation. Free balling. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Free balling, isn't that crazy? Along came Polly.
Oh,
Love.
Mhm.
I love that. Oh
The
my god.
Polyoki cuddle party.
Mm.
Oh
That was like
my
a whole
god.
series.
Sniffing Grant after 2 beers.
That's Dave.
That did happen.
I think
And
I have
this
a picture
one-
of that.
This one is actually the reason why we probably had to to just turn this thing off and burn it to the ground. We had an episode called "Building a Better Rape Train."
What is that even about?
By the way, guys, "Building a Better Rape Train" is a 2-hour and 27-minute marathon. I don't know how we did it.
Why do you? I like how we had to burn it down, but let's tell you all about it.
Oh, it's amazing.
let's immortalize this.
Oh God. Anyway,
I mean, I think that the moral of the story is humor has changed a lot in the last fucking years, man.
mhm.
Well, I'm not saying that like everything we said was acceptable even then, but now we'd be like burned at the stake. It would be fucking crazy.
Well,
So-
my go-to would be pedophilia all the time, and that's just no go anymore.
My
You just can't do the pedophilia anymore. It's just off the table.
By the way, that's the name of an episode.
The my go-to is pedophilia. Yeah, that will also get us shut down, Dave.
I'm going to call this one, Do You Pedophile Me?
No.
I thought our last episode I called it Hate Watch, and I was like, I wonder if we're gonna end up on a list or something like that, like the Hate Watch.
Right.
Oh,
Well, blacks, Asians, the Hate Watch.
Jesus.
There we go.
Man.
It's right
I know.
back
I
into it. All those old episode names, John's right back in.
Dude,
I mean, I used to get blamed for shit John would say all the time. Like,
Oh,
people
yeah,
would come up
yeah.
to me and be like, I can't believe you fucking said that. I'd be like, I didn't say that at all. That was the other. I just tricked him into saying that. So, yeah. If people think we're all one fucking blobby dude, which
if
we're
you
all-
got a juicy hamburger vagina, then you've got a juicy hamburger vagina, and that's all you got.
Right.
Tubuku. Definitely, Brian Robots.
recorded that in a hotel room.
We did. That was fun.
Yeah, that was good. But yeah, we used to get together. How many times we would get together? Once a week, or
Yes.
times twice a
Once a
week?
week.
In the beginning, it was once a week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we would record 2 episodes a week.
That's
No. Would we?
No, we would get
in the
together
beginning?
once a week, I think.
Yeah, we just do 1 a week.
Yeah.
And then we started doing 2 a week, or
Yes.
2 every 2 weeks.
Right, and then it just slowly.
Then we tried to do
I
like
love-
3 every time we met.
Yeah, and that was one every 3 years, and now it's like once a week, guys.
I'm so stoked. Everybody's going to be really into listening to this episode, by the way. All just listening to us talk about our old podcast that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, you can't get it.
I know.
So,
Guys, but we're keeping it under 15 minutes, all right?
I think we're already there.
Yeah,
Oh,
thanks for listening.
Oh man. No, I mean we can make this one go as long as we want, but I think that like if we're gonna do YouTube stuff, we should just do 15-minute chunks. And we could do one full episode, like Brian said, but we just cut it up and make it edible, one would say.
Episode 61, American Jiggers.
What?
Dave.
All of American Jiggers?
Yes.
That was from the show I used to watch, American Diggers.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, there's a reason why that got shut down. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, man.
Oh, my
yeah, if we
God.
didn't shut it down, someone would have shut it down, I think. But
Episode.
yeah, so anyway, I'm very curious, though, and I'm sorry to derail this conversation, but Ron, you did say you had an adventurous week. How did you have an adventurous week? You've been on lockdown.
No, not. It was an adventurous week for us trying to figure out. It was like a
Whoa.
goofy adventure, man.
I'm sorry. I thought
It was.
life. I thought Ron's secret life was like seriously like, Daredevil.
Well, my biggest adventure this week outside of what was going on is trying to figure out how to watch HBO Max since they don't have it on Roku and the Fire TV stick. Thanks, Dave.
What was the solution?
Dude, all you got to do, I don't know, Ron, is get a phone.
Yeah.
Put it on your phone and then get a Chromecast and you can do anything that you want.
Well, now I got to get a Chromecast. I already got 8 other things. What?
Dave.
Stop telling me to get things.
Your mom will do that.
I have extra Chromecasts if any of you guys want a Chromecast. I have one that I take with me to conventions. I travel with my fucking Chromecast so I can watch it in the hotel room.
He smuggles it up his ass on the plane.
So yeah, if you guys need a fucking Chromecast, let me know. But yeah, so speaking of HBO Max, Search Party is on there now. The new season just showed up.
You are pushing the shit out of that show.
Yeah,
It better be good.
It's so fucking good. I'm gonna rewatch the whole thing again. And then
I'm watching this fucking show you guys might have heard of. It's called Breaking Bad. Okay, you might have heard of it.
Finally.
What's funny is I had a memory show up in one of my apps that said 10 years ago I'm starting season 2. So I figured I'd start season 2.
How far did you get into it? Like, did you only finish season 1 the first time around?
I went season 1 and then the first episode of season 2.
You
And
were,
that
like,
shit,
literally-
it was too fucking intense, man. I couldn't handle it.
Yeah, it is a real fucking rough show. And you've been watching Hannibal too, huh?
I haven't finished the final 4 episodes of season 3, the Red Dragon stuff. That's the only.
Oh, so you're really close. You're really.
I am. I watched all the Italy stuff, which was great.
That show is fucking intense too, dude. That show is like really hard to watch, like to binge.
Back to Breaking Bad though. Like I just finished the episode where they introduced Saul. It was called Better Call Saul, and that is Bob Odenkirk in this show for like the rest of the show, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that dude is so good in this show. Just in that episode, he's so good.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't watched, I've watched all of that a couple of times, but I haven't watched any of Better Call Saul. So
you're in for a treat because it's just as good as Breaking Bad.
I know. It started out really fucking slow. I was kind of like, oh man, I don't know if I have a patience for a flashback show. Because it's all set in the past, really, right?
Yeah.
But they're coming up into like what would be Breaking Bad timeline, right? Or are they still a ways away?
It's a little ways away. It's getting close.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's so good.
I need to fucking get on that. You know what? I haven't watched.
Wait, real quick. My hot take. I don't like the kid with cerebral palsy.
Well, that sounds like a real fucking shitty thing to say, bro.
I know.
Okay.
I just don't like,
If you had said, I don't like the kid with cerebral palsy, do you pedophile me? I would have been like, yeah, I do, but no, I don't.
That's how I work the title in, Dave. I'm sorry I didn't do it.
So
they should have gone younger.
So thanks to Brian. Well, I probably shouldn't say that, but I've been watching Harley Quinn. Thanks to Brian's recommendation, I've been watching Harley Quinn.
Oh yeah, okay. What do you
Where
think?
are you watching that at?
On the DC Universe app, and let me tell you, It's
Are you using Brian's DC Universe? What?
I didn't say that. I said that that thanks to Brian's recommendation, I'm watching. But I'm into season 2, and it's really good. Really, really funny. I think
Really
the first
good.
season has been funnier.
It is.
Yeah. But the second season has more connected storylines.
Yeah. Second season, it feels kind of different, actually. And I think it just ended, I want to say.
Yeah, it just ended.
Okay, yeah.
I tried to watch Stargirl. Couldn't do it.
Bad. It's so bad.
It wasn't good.
I did watch up to whatever they released. Just because I was like, all right, I'm going to keep giving it a chance. Oh, such a stinker. Man.
I don't know why DC can't get live action right, but they got cartoons down. We've said this in old episodes that you can't find anymore. We've already talked about this. But
The episode that we talked about it was called Huge Vagina. Why we named it that, I don't know. We talked about our favorite DC characters.
You are our wiki page. You're just a live talking wiki page. I love it.
I do have I don't know if anyone, this is how long it's been since we've talked, but it just jogged my memory because the third and final season's coming out Saturday. But did anyone watch the show Dark on Netflix?
No.
Watch that show. That show is bonkers.
Dude, first off, Brian, it's like Norwegian or some shit. And second off, it's so fucking slow. I tried to watch the first, and I was like 15 minutes in the first episode, and I'm like,
it's like the German Lost.
Well, now you've sold me.
So is that like, does everyone shit on Jack Shepard's chest? Is that what the fucking...
yes, that's what happens. That show is bonkers. And I understand what you're saying about that, but that show goes into like... at first, when I started watching, I was like, is this going to be like a horror show of some kind?
Yeah,
or
right.
It's not. It's a complete sci-fi show.
Yeah, I tried to watch the
sci-fi
first
show.
episode, and
Super
the first episode, I was kind of like, huh?
Super good.
Really?
Okay.
Super good.
Brian.
After I clean my kitchen, I'll get to it. Right,
yeah. Oh, you better get to that. It's gonna take you a long time.
Yeah.
Has anybody watched Doom Patrol?
No. Is it good though?
I've watched 2 episodes of it. It's okay.
Which one was that, Ron? I'm sorry.
Doom Patrol.
Oh, I love Doom Patrol. Yeah. It gets better and better.
Okay.
Yeah, and it is fucking really weird, but it's weird in that super cool Grant Morrison kind of way. And once you get into Robot Man's head a little bit, it becomes a real show.
Did you, Ron, did you get to Mexico? They went to Mexico. Did you get to Mexico yet?
I just did episode 2, which was the one where there was the donkey had the little world inside of it or something like that they went into, or he's a portal to another world. Yeah,
I like it because it like has, whenever a show, like, I know this is going to sound so fucking basic to say, but whenever a show incorporates puppets, or if they have like weird shit like that, like if all of a sudden marionettes come out and tell you a story or something, I'm like, I just look at it as like kind of a Spike Jonze, Michelle Gondry type of like thing where it's kind of clever, So I like that show. I like Doom Patrol, what I watched, because it's weird. And then it like, they'll throw in weird elements in it too. It didn't seem like just a straightforward show, Like Dave said, has a lot of like Grant Morrison feel to it.
Yeah. Yeah. And Crazy Jane's dope. I mean, there's a lot of dope characters in that show. But by the way, John, I would have never thought that was what would get you puppets. I thought, this may sound a little basic, but puppets, like
anytime somebody fucking throws some puppets in a fucking movie, I'm all, damn, that's dope, bro. Good puppetry. Like, way to bring the puppets in. I don't know why. Like, I just like it'll be like a shitty movie, and like they'll just have suddenly a scene of like they'll do a cutaway scene where like marionettes are describing what's going on, and I'm all, fuck yeah, good job, you guys. Even though it's a shitty movie, I don't know why.
You know what? I need you to make a list of these shitty movies because I have no idea. I have no point of reference on your.
Come on, somebody knows what I'm talking about. There's marionettes.
It's not you. Clearly.
Not Team America. That's all fucking marionettes, for God's sake.
That doesn't work for you.
That's too much.
Too much puppets.
Okay, I'll think of something. Okay, you fucking assholes, and then I'll come at you with something.
Yeah.
Didn't Hellboy have something like this where it was like they showed shit in the beginning, but it was all claymation and shit like that? Oh my god! How are you Geek Savants? How do I have to remember all this stuff? No one else remembers anything.
You're the one that brought it up, and you got.
I love puppets.
You brought up. That's fucking ridiculous.
Google movies with. What? Sorry, Grant. I didn't mean to interrupt Brian Robots. Go ahead. Thank you.
I don't know why Brian Robots is basically a Japanese Eddie Murphy. So fucking, it's another 48 hours with Brian Robots. Oh, that's the name of the episode. What are we looking at?
48 hours with Brian Robots? I mean, that just names itself. It just fucking names itself.
Let me write that down and make sure. That was the thing that we used to do too. I used to just have a notepad. I would take notes, and the only notes I would have were fucking like names of episodes. So there's a notebook somewhere that's just got all these crazy random shit going on.
Crikey. Crikey, I tell you.
So good.
Is it now? We're just in silence watching Dave write down the name of the episode.
Thankfully, it's a video podcast, I guess.
Yeah, right.
But, man. Yeah, so you finally hacked our old YouTube. Who finally got the deed done and deleted that shit? Was that?
It was me.
You?
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Now you've ensured I can maybe get a job somewhere. I don't know.
There was a good video of Dave blowing a fucking. I'll just leave it at that. Blowing something.
Even better.
Oh no! There was a good video of Dave splinching. Ron, I don't even know what it's called. What is it called?
Yeah, it was flinching.
Splinching.
What is this act that
You're the one that said it
was a
existed.
wrestling.
It's a wrestling thing, I thought.
Yeah, you knew about it. It's something about the arm.
The truth comes out now, all these years later.
He just wanted to
Tried
grab
to
your
fill me up,
balls.
bastard.
Oh my
Wanted
gosh.
an excuse to reach under grab Rod's balls. I get it now.
Yeah.
Keeping themselves out like the horse they are.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know what splinching is. But I mean, whatever it was I good at it, Ron?
You got behind Ron lovingly, and you put your arm. You were both on your knees.
Yeah, on all fours. Yeah.
And you like grabbed one arm around him, and then reached under his junk area, and apparently splinched him. I don't know what that is, but
Get boner after that.
Grant has not said a word, but Brian Robots has said fuck, man.
Talker.
He's a talker.
He's a talker. I imagine that like Grant has some robot version of Brian hooked up similar to like fucking Lance Henriksen in Alien 3 or something. Just little like wires coming out of him and there's, like white goo coming out of his eyes.
All kinds of things.
He's just like a half robot now.
It's not milk either. It's fucking shit.
No.
It's fucking jizz, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's got to go somewhere. It's got to go. Come on.
Oh god. I think Brian Robot's sperm bank. Oh god.
I'll fix you, Brian Robots, by fucking you.
Oh no.
This is how the episodes go off the rails.
I don't know why we can't keep these 15 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
Brian Robot says controversial shit, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's what is going on here. I think you took most of that stuff out of context.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all out.
Yeah, it's all out of context. Thank you very much. Great.
We'll need 5 minutes with Joey, Grant.
What's that?
We'll need 5 minutes with Joey to erase the Brian Roberts stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
So why are we recording today? What was the real reason? Or was it to really just talk about memory lane, or did we have a topic?
We are actually recording again this weekend, I assume, right? Is our real episode we will be recording. We were just getting together to try and put something out.
Oh.
That's it. We're literally just doing one to put out.
So the topic that we did discuss is what we're going to discuss next time, so I could, at the end of this, tickle some testicles with the topic.
You can flinch.
You can
flinch.
Splinch all over the place.
Testicle topic tickler. Topic testicle tickler. Whatever.
Jesus Christ. What is wrong with us?
I know what's wrong with me.
I know. I know. It's 2 words is wrong with me. Boat and orgy. You know, I do click that we are an over 18 plus podcast, right? Or a video thing. Is that you know? So I mean, no children watch us, so we can say
you
it.
have to, otherwise you can get to deep trouble. Now there was a big thing with YouTube.
I mean, I haven't been clicking the over 18. Whoops.
Yeah. You were like,
Are you pedophiling me?
This is your new catchphrase. John's
Hey,
catchphrase.
everybody, are you pedophiling me?
Oh, I'm getting a shirt for you. And you just go,
you better feel me? You better feel me?
This is why we had a Zazzle store, by the way.
what's Zazzle? What is that? Is that like a magician store?
Yes, that was where we were going to sell our magic tricks.
Yeah. What?
Fake
Yeah,
vomit.
by the way,
Fake
you're
vomit
exactly-
actually based off of Dave's vomit. It's incredible.
Imagine if there was a "Do you pedophile me" T-shirt
Wow.
in our
No.
Dazzle store, and we were
Just-
like, "Don't worry, it's not an all ages podcast. It's fine.
Guys, nobody will care.
Come to our
Right.
magic store, children."
It's right next to the Not Dave shirt.
Not
Dave.
Dave.
It's so good. Oh, I loved it.
That's one of the best stories that was ever told. What was the Not Dave
I don't even
story?
remember it.
You don't
Yes, you
remember?
do.
Oh, you weren't
Shut
there.
up.
Yeah, you weren't
weren't
there.
there.
Let me tell you. Yeah, Grant, you weren't there. So John and Kelly were being frisky, and they were potentially down to dabble in a little role play. And John said,
No, there was. Oh, okay, role playing. Yeah, I thought you were
"Yeah."
saying.
And John said, "Tell me who you want me to be. I could be anyone you
No,
want."
no. I said, you know, hey, somebody else is in the room with us. And actually, Dave was sleeping out on the couch
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
after my birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much man meat.
Right. And go ahead, Dave. What did my wife respond?
Oh, not Dave.
Right. Yeah.
But
I remember that now.
Yes.
Wait. So let me get this straight, though, John. So you're getting frisky with your wife,
Yes.
and you're like, "There's someone else in the room watching us."
No,
Who-
no, 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 no. Please. The more, the merrier.
After that.
Shut up, Brian Robots. God, he's talkative. Unplug that.
Mute.
It's basically like I'm wasted drunk, and like when I'm wasted drunk, things get a little sloppy, and so it's like, you know, I got to ramp it up a little bit to get the juices going, you know. So you got to bring in imaginary people left and right. There's people down at the,
exactly why John loves puppets.
that's a puppet. Oh man,
So the puppets come out. Yeah.
The puppets come out. John tells a little puppet story.
I would love it if like like while I'm doing it, if there could be like puppets recreating what I'm doing, like while we're doing it. That would be very helpful. Very helpful.
No. No one's volunteering for that. I'm volunteering for that.
Come
No
on,
one's
Dave.
volunteering for that.
I'll let you in the room, I promise. I'll tell Kelly it's okay. He's got puppets.
Handy puppets.
Oh, that's
Oh,
ridiculous.
boy.
That's
All right,
amazing.
well, let's end this fucking episode.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we've talked about enough bullshit.
Well, what time are we at?
I think 30 minutes, 30-something minutes.
Perfect. This episode was really about nothing.
Wait, real quick, can I interview Brian Robots?
Sure.
Okay.
Take this out.
I would agree with that.
Oh, good. Hey, Brian, it's been a long time since we've seen you. How have you been?
I fail.
I can't understand after
I'm
saying
sexy in that Prager's kind of way.
I am the cutest of all.
that. Brian Robots, you shut your mouth. You are not the cutest savant. There is no way you are the cutest savant.
I'm not going to say that I don't.
Brian, where have you been this whole time?
Gotta find that right one.
Was that Brian Robots? I couldn't tell. Was that?
Dave was carefully rubbing it out in the corner.
Wait. I ask where you've been, and you tell me Dave has been rubbing it out in the corner? That's very rude, Brian Robots.
It happens all the time.
Well, okay. If it happens all the time, I completely understand.
It does happen more
John are married and having issues.
What was that? I'm sorry, Dave interrupted you, Brian.
Dave and
Please.
John are married and having issues.
So true. So
It's our
true.
Facebook status.
That Dave and I are married. Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God. Hey, by the way, John,
Yes.
great pitch you created. That was,
thank
that was
you.
awesome. Yeah.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you and Grant.
That's for you and Grant. Wait.
Yeah, Dave has like read my pitch more than anybody.
Yeah,
100 times over even.
Nice.
It was at least 4 times I heard that pitch.
I'm now writing a script. Can you believe that?
Oh my God, I can't wait for you to call me and be like, Dave, edit this. And I'm going to be like, let me ink out. I mean, like, I did spend a good 3 or 4 nights. editing that.
Bill me. Okay, just bill me. Send me a bill.
Oh, I'll bill you. I'll bill you.
Send it care of Brian Robots.
Dave, Brian Robots, could you get me some money?
Hell no.
That's great.
No, it was really nice of you, Dave, because, you know, you understand my brain. So when you read the shit that I write, you're like, I get what he's saying. He just says it all weird and backwards. So that's good that you understand it. Because you just basically flippy-flopped everything and was like, see, doesn't it make sense when you don't try and say it so difficult and crazy?
It was good, though. It's good. I think that it would make a great show eventually.
I hope so.
Yeah.
It's got lots of potential. All right, what are we talking about next week, though? Or no, I'm sorry, on this weekend. We are talking about something.
Testicle teaser?
Testicle teaser.
So we were going to talk about our most hated, least favorite heroes. Is that right?
All right.
This was another Ron Zorb special.
Yeah, man.
So can Ron explain it to us in Dave's elevator pitch style?
Well, Dave will just turn everything that I say around, so I'll try
He'll
to
clarify it for us.
Yeah.
So that's good.
So it's taking popular characters. They have to be popular characters. We're doing one DC, one Marvel. Everybody thinks they're awesome. We think they suck.
Give us an example you are not going to use.
An example that I'm not going to use.
How about the Joker?
The Beast.
The Joker. Oh, I couldn't believe you said the Beast.
Do
By the
people
way.
fucking think that?
Oh, look, there's a reason. I love him when he was his normal human form. I loved him when he was his blue form. When they started getting all that kitty cat lion form, just stop it. Just stop doing that stuff to him. He can be back where he kind of looks like a werewolfy type guy. Personal opinion, I don't like it.
I can get down with that.
I agree with that. I mean, I personally think that Frank quietly drew the shit out of that character like that, but it wasn't the Beast. It was just a cool looking character to me.
Right.
But you're right. Too many changes.
Okay, so we're going to each pick a Marvel and DC character that we think people think is hot shit, and we're going to like basically rip it to shreds.
Are we going to do one from each camp, or is it just one?
No, one from each camp.
Ooh, okay.
So
All right.
one of us, I'm not spoiling it, but one of us is doing Batman.
Ooh, man, you are going to wreck the internet with this one. Someone who-
Hot Take City.
Oh, man.
And it's got to be a hero, not a villain.
Oh, really? So I
Hero.
can't use Joker? If I didn't have Joker, but I can't use Joker?
No.
I
See,
mean,
he would-
unless you're like, ew, but he was the hero in the movie, to which I say, fucking bullshit.
No.
No, Brian Robots, what do you say to what Dave just said?
Hell no.
Yeah, right. Thank you, Brian. All right. Well, if you guys liked what the hell you just watched, which is basically us circle jerking each other off about how great our old podcast was,
That you can't hear. Not for
that
you.
not going to be able to hear because we would get canceled.
Mhm.
Then just like, subscribe, and comment. And then we're also going to probably put out a podcast soon, so you can fucking follow us on that too. Anything else, boys?
It was good.
Thanks, Brian Robots. Man, he's so supportive. No, I think that's it, man. Yeah. So big changes are coming, maybe, or at least a streamlining of the show, and I can't wait to see what the hell happens.
And we're back on the comic forums. I'll put a link down below.
Nice.
All right.
All right.
I don't know what that means, but we're on the comic forums.
So is this one going to post this weekend, and then we're going to record this weekend, and then we have one for next week? Is that what we're doing?
I was going to post this one like tomorrow.
Okay. I got the episode art coming to you. It's going to be awesome.
48 hours with Brian Robots.
Yes.
All right.
As long as it's not the other one.
All right.
Awesome.
Are you better feeling me?
Not that one.
No, not that one. All right.
All right.
All right, boys. I'll talk to you guys later.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.